We're talking to Carlos Becerra about Imports and Classics, the collector vehicle sales program here at www.importsandclassics.com. There's a big event coming up, the second. Why is there such an interest in classic cars?
Well, I would say this, classic and collector vehicles, I mean, I'll give you an example. I grew up watching Fast and the Furious. I grew up watching Gone in 60 Seconds, you know, fastback like this, the one sitting behind us. Ever since I was a kid, I fell in love with cars, and I feel like, you know, when you're a kid going to car shows and seeing the cars that were new when you were growing up, that's what creates the market, and that's what creates nostalgia, and I think that's what, you know, that's what drives the market up with collector vehicles. So somebody remembers a car that they had in high school, and then now there's not that many cars, but there's more people with money than there is cars available, and that's what drives the market up. And it's all nostalgia is what it is. So, you know, that's why the company's called Imports and Classics for a reason. You know, there's the import side, which is the Japanese domestic market. You know, the drift cars, that's a whole scene up and coming. I wouldn't say up and coming, it's been around, but it's getting bigger and bigger. And then there's the classic car side, which is you know, the old collector vehicles, the Tri-5 Chevys and the Fastbacks and the Camaros and the Gen 1, Gen 2, you name it, right? It's all there. So, yeah, collector cars are really fun, and it's a great business to be in.
So I always hear this story about, I used to have a car like that, and I sold it. And people just suffer when they say that. You can see it in their eyes and their heart going, oh my God, I wish I had that car. Do you have any cars that you wish you had?
You know, yeah, there was a 1969 Camaro that we had built on television. And you know, we're in a position with the business where I wanted to reinvest and ended up letting it go. And yeah, I do regret selling the Camaro because it was a car that we built on television and it meant a lot to me. But I stay in touch with the owner, and he's won trophies with it, and it was one of my favorite cars, and it still today is one of my favorite cars that I've ever had.
And I've been to your shop in Linden. It was by Linden, right?
Yes,
by
correct.
Guide Meridian. It was a wonderful shop with all kinds of unusual vehicles, like the truck, the cab.
Oh yeah, that was yeah. We had everybody called it the circus bus, but it was a Pakistani jingle truck. And so what they do in Pakistan is they decorate the automotive transport vehicles like the semis, and they put thousands of man hours into them. And this specific vehicle was transported, it was barged over from Pakistan to BC for the Expo 86 World's Fair. And so it was a gift from Pakistan to Canada. And the way it ended up in my hands is we ended up buying the Ford dealer in Linden. It came with the building and the property, and it was an interesting situation. Ended up finding a new home for it, so it's down in Texas now at a Pakistani restaurant outside.
Perfect.
And so it found the right owner. So we connected the right car with the right person.
That's excellent. I like that story because I love looking at the car. Now you had a lot of cars there. Some are built, some weren't. There was a lot of work involved in putting cars together. Do you ever have a time when you sit at the bottom of a garage and sit there and go, I can't find a part, what am I going to do? Or where do you go to for parts?
I mean, there's several websites, and it's all specific to certain vehicles. You know, with like, let's say we're building VW vans, or go to Van Cafe or go Westy, or a Mustang Fastback, go to CJ Pony Parts. There's websites specific to certain makes and models. Mm-hmm. And so when you're building a car, you just go to that. But Summit Racing is a big one. I would say Summit Racing is kind of a golden standard for purchasing parts. And then we like to work directly with a lot of the local businesses. We worked a lot with S&H Auto Parts in Linden when we were out there, and then several other businesses in town. We try to keep our business local.
Good, that's a good thing. So Imports and Classics here at 1828 Franklin, correct?
Correct.
In Bellingham, Washington. I always say Washington, and everybody goes, it's just Bellingham. But I love coming here. This is some beautiful T-Birds. You have a whole collection of T-Birds. How'd that happen?
Yeah, so we have a customer that we've catered to the last decade, and we've been selling their T-Bird collection whenever they're ready to let them go. We sold about 10 of them 7 years ago, and we just took on another 10. So be on the lookout on our website for any old vintage Thunderbirds that are hitting the market.
So can we contact you on your website?
Yes, you can. If you go to importsandclassics.com, you will get all the information you need to see there, and you'll also be able to view our inventory.
What's the most cars you ever sold in one day? One collector? Has anybody ever come in and bought 10 cars at once?
No, I mean, we've sold 2 to 3. I think we've sold 2 cars to one person one day, but the most cars we sold in one day was 6, and that's for 4 people. You know, that was a busy Saturday. But we sell about 30 to 40 cars a month right now with a team of 4 of us. So
that's excellent.
Yeah, we're just trying to run a good business. We like to say, you know, we're highly rated for a reason. We've been around 15 years, and We have a 5.0 rating with almost 200 reviews. So I hope that says something about the way we conduct our business and how we're trying to treat our community.
I like that, Carlos. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you very
much. We're
much.
going to do a couple of cars right now and show you what's happening here at the Imports and Classics 1828 Franklin in Bellingham. Let's just talk about this car. It's a beautiful car. It's a fastback. You hardly ever see them anymore. Why are fastbacks so rare?
I would say, over the last few decades, everybody kind of realized, well, first of all, a lot of people would race them around. So a lot of them got junked. And, there's a fun car to play with, right? They're a good-looking car. And I think that, it's the nostalgia thing. And they made substantially less fastbacks than they made the coupes. And in my opinion, the fastback compared to the coupe is a completely different vehicle, and the market says the same. So
the back window's like a Barracuda window in a way.
It has the louvered slots on the side there, and then it just has the more aggressive look in the back.
What color is it?
This is I'm not sure the exact type of blue, but it's a beautiful blue metallic.
It's got a 302 V8 in it.
Correct.
I love that.
And this specific vehicle has a Holley Sniper EFI kit in it, so the fuel injection really helps with the drivability. Four-wheel disc brakes. We actually just took a deposit on this today, and it's going to Arizona.
Wow, a long drive.
We're going to ship it enclosed. We don't like setting out cars. Yeah, we don't want. Yeah, we don't like setting them on the road being driven. So, enclosed shipping. We work with we have a good relationship with a transport company that's been shipping cars for us for over a decade.
How much does it cost to ship a car from here to Arizona State?
So if you're looking at enclosed, you're looking at just under $2,000 right now with the fuel surcharges. But we usually can ship a car anywhere in the country for a couple grand, give or take.